"I didn't mean to cause a misunderstanding," I stammered, my hands trembling as I searched for the right words. "It's just you two don't look anything alike." The onlookers, realizing the drama had fizzled out, drifted away like smoke. "It's okay," Carter said, taking my hand in hers. "It actually warms my heart to see you care for my brother so much." We walked toward the exit together. Cooper trailed behind us, pushing the luggage cart in stony silence. After dropping Carter off at her apartment, I didn't reach out to Cooper for days. The scene at the airport had been too mortifying. He hadn't called me. Either he was clearly still stewing, his jaw tight whenever he thought of our disagreement. A few days later, I ran into them at my high school reunion. Cooper had brought Carter along as his +1. Carter politely gestured for me to sit beside Cooper, but he only spared me a cold, detached glance before turning away, gripping the edge of the table until his knuckles turned white. While we were eating shrimp cocktail, I watched Cooper intently, waiting for him to offer me one. My heart fluttered with anticipation until he placed the succulent shrimp onto Carter's plate instead. "Eat up, Carter," he murmured, his face filled with a tenderness that made my stomach churn. My hand, holding my plate out in expectation, hung frozen in the air. The rejection stung like a slap. Just then, a piece of shrimp landed on my plate with a soft plop. "You should eat too, Anya," a voice said, magnetic, bright, and impossibly charming. I looked up. A man sat a few seats away. His hair fell in a shaggy fringe over his forehead, and his features were carved with the precision of a sculptor's chisel. He had the kind of smile that could light up a dark room. I didn't recognize him at all. "Who are you?" "Ezra Burns." "You? You're the chubby kid from high school?" My jaw nearly hit the floor. In my memory, that boy stood less than 5'7" and weighed over 200 pounds, huffing for air after just a few steps. Now he was easily over 6'0", lean and radiating a raw, effortless charisma. "That's me," he said, giving Cooper a sidelong glance that felt sharp enough to draw blood. "I actually planned on asking you out once I lost the weight, but it looks like you're already taken." The table erupted in laughter. It was a joke. Surely no one would take that seriously. I was grateful for the distraction. I spent the rest of the evening chatting with him, effectively using Ezra as a buffer between myself and Cooper. Cooper didn't seem to care in the slightest. After a few rounds of drinks, someone suggested a game of truth or dare. The bottle spun and landed on Ezra. A classmate leaned in, eyes glazed with alcohol. "Ezra, can I be your girlfriend?" He was drop-dead gorgeous. It wasn't surprising she was shooting her shot. "No," he replied, cold and clean. "Why not?" she pressed. He laughed, his eyes bright and piercing. "That's a question for the next round." The bottle spun again, landing on Cooper. The class president grinned. "Cooper, who is the woman you love the most? Your mother doesn't count." The table roared with anticipation, everyone's eyes shifting toward me. The answer felt like a foregone conclusion. To my horror, Cooper gently stroked Carter's hair and said, "My little sister." My heart sank into my gut. The class groaned, calling him a buzzkill, but beneath the surface, something felt jagged and wrong, a dissonance I couldn't put into words. I drank until the world blurred. By midnight, the reunion broke up. I was sloshed, completely untethered from reality. I stumbled out, drunkenly belting out 80s rock anthems, my voice cracking in the night air. Carter had also had plenty to drink, but she carried her intoxication with a fragile, elegant grace head tilted back, eyes half-lidded. She looked like a tragic heroine. Cooper stood by, one arm firmly wrapped around her waist, supporting her weight. The picture of them was so intimate it was suffocating. I couldn't possibly expect him to look after me. Ezra stepped in, helping me steady myself. Outside the hotel, he tried to hand me over to Cooper. "I'll take your sister home, Cooper." "You handle your wife." Cooper didn't hesitate. "Carter isn't feeling well. I need to take her home. You take Anya." "Right, sure," Ezra said, his expression flickering with suspicion. After that, everything went dark. I only have hazy flashes of memory, Cooper hoisting Carter into the car and me pointing a shaky finger at them, shouting, "You two, you really have the closest bond I've ever seen." The second the words left my mouth, I leaned over and vomited all over Ezra's shoes.